On restaurants' menus, vegan dishes once appeared quietly, often marked with a small V beside the description. Today, many restaurants give their own sections, sometimes even entire menus. What was once an initial ethical choice is becoming a visible part of everyday dining. So, what's behind this shift? And how is it changing the way restaurants present food? To find out, I visited a burger restaurant in Newcastle called Fat Hip Hop, where vegan dishes are moving from the edge of the menu to the center of it.
Some places, if you don't really have like a large intake of vegan customers, they will just kind of have like, like they'll have like an option and then they'll just have like a VG next to it or something like that. Show can be done vegan. Obviously here we have like a separate section just to outline it, because I feel like obviously a large portion of our customers are veggie or vegan. I feel like it just makes it easier if you just have a section in front of you and I see what you can have, what you can't have. A lot of people kind of associate burgers with like meat thing, so I feel like on a burger menu having a specific section for like veggie and vegan.
But how does that shift feel from the other side of the table? I asked the diners in Newcastle what they noticed when they look at a restaurant menu and whether vegan food still stands out or simply blends in.
There are some restaurants where they do it really well, so sometimes they'll have a little box that has the vegan and vegetarian options, which I think is good, but sometimes it's mixed in with everything else, and it's only marked by a tiny like VE next to it, so it can be like really hard to find. And especially if they're good vegan options, as opposed to something that's just like, oh, we have a vegan option, it's a salad without any dressing, it's just lettuce, that will be £13, please. I prefer it to be in a separate section, so then I can see what all of my options actually are, kind of at a glance, and I know it's actually vegan, and I don't get scared.
It was like more of like, oh, it looks good, and I've never had this thing before. So I was like, yeah, I would just like taste it, have something new.
We do have some people that come in and they eat these, but then they also sometimes go have a plant-based burgers. I'd say like it's becoming part of like everyday dining.
As menus change, so does the language around them. Some restaurants now prefer the term plant-based over vegan, a phrase many say feels more open and easier for diners to embrace. But whether it's marked with a small symbol or given a section of its own, plant-focused food is becoming a visible part of everyday dining in Britain, and the way a menu is written may say just as much about changing food culture as the dishes on the plate.